listeners to this radio program. So I'm Doug Pagitt, I'm your host, and I'm joined here by producer and audio and video technician, the sidekick John, and by the fill-in new guy out there in the sound booth. So it's just the three of us. I listen to other radio programs, and sometimes they have to take a minute or two at the end of their broadcast in order to be able to describe all the people that it takes to put on their radio show. But not this one. It's just the three of us.
Oh, we run lean.
We run lean. It's like our own little trinity. Like having to run the whole world from our place. So sidekick John Music, how was your week? We like to check in with each other, see how the week is, because one's week, one's life really matters.
It does.
It matters to this radio program. This is not just an agendized conversation about the things on our very long list that we're going to be talking about today. Well, there are all kinds of things.
Oh,
we're
there
going to
are.
be talking about Year of Plenty. We're going to be talking about what's going on in Wisconsin. We're going to be talking about heaven and hell. We're going to be talking about people being plunged into the icy depths. There are many things we're going to talk about, but nothing more important than recognizing one another and saying to each other, how you doing?
Yes, because right now we're going to talk about me.
Yeah, let's talk about you.
Yeah, enough about that stuff. How about me?
How's it going, sidekick?
It's going all right. I was telling you earlier today. I was working. I was lifting weights the other day, and I grimaced during a bench press, and I split my lip.
You exploded from the inside out.
I did. It was so I'm so powerful that I tore my own face.
And this is all a part of your workout plan.
Yes, that's right.
Because we have a little program going on here.
Yeah.
It's Lose with John. On television, there's a religious program on Sunday mornings here in the Twin Cities that comes out of one of the local churches called The Winner's Way.
Yeah.
And I sort of realized we have our own little Loser's Way.
Right
here, but we spell it W-E-I-G-H.
That's correct.
Because people are weighing in with John to see how much they're losing.
Yeah, I'm trying to get down to a goal weight of 225 by June 16th, my birthday, and that's I'm running or walking every day and lifting weights every other week and weighing
every other day.
Every other day, right?
Yeah.
And yeah.
So you're doing what you can. You've changed your eating. You're working out.
Yes.
You're a new man. And how's the weighing in going?
Well, I gotta say I'm a little frustrated. Because I didn't get a chance to weigh on my normal scale, which is at this clinic downtown. I just walk in like I know what I'm doing, and but I weighed on a home scale yesterday, and it said I had a profound weight loss.
Yes.
And I had you bring in your home scale, which is kind of high tech. Not so much.
It was a zero weight. So you're caught in that dilemma about which tools you use to judge your performance.
Because according to your scale, it says I didn't lose anything. Okay, and like this week, I've run 18 miles. I've lifted over 2,000 pounds. I've burned 5,000 calories, and I've only eaten an 1,800 calorie a day diet. There's no way I haven't lost any weight.
But the tool is saying you haven't lost a pound. But this is the problem. You're moving between weighing instruments.
Yes.
And I'm trying to give you that encouragement that I think the problem is you have to weigh on the same scale at the same time of the day.
The scale at home says I lost 19 pounds.
So you went from losing 19 pounds to losing
nothing.
Is that funny math? Well,
the world's not right now.
Well,
I'm afraid that might bleed over into the broadcast.
Yeah. I saw when you looked down at that scale, you looked just thrown off. I mean, we were going to take a real number, maybe even take a picture of it, put it up on the Doug Pagitt Radio Facebook page, so people could see the magic number right there. And instead, goose egg.
Yes. So
at least you didn't gain weight. Like if that was a Biggest Loser moment up there, the camera would have cut to one of our faces, and there would have been that shock look, and they would have gone to commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
When we come back, well, Ian, the fill-in new guy, how you doing? How have you been the last couple of weeks? Well, yeah, I mean, we now we only see every other week. Yeah. You got a new haircut. You look good. Yeah, looking cleaned up.
Pretty for you guys.
To fix your hair.
Yeah, that's right. Fix it.
It's never dawned on me. Do you actually fix your hair?
Well, now that it's this short, I have to do something with it, or I just look like a child.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I got a haircut too this week. It was a childish haircut.
It looks great. Doug.
Yeah, I don't know.
It does.
I've started to realize maybe haircuts don't look good on me is not the fault of the hair cutter. Yeah, it's just recently dawned on me.
It's just your head?
Yeah, that maybe it's what I bring to the to the equation. That's part of the issue. So that's just recently dawned on me. I did not have a good week. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, Doug, please.
Look, I have tried to present
how was your week?
thank you for asking. I have presented myself as a hopeful, optimistic contrarian, the bright side of life, the person who sees the good even when there isn't so much good. And you know what I've realized?
What's that?
There's no upside to that.
There's not much good out there.
No, I've been trying. I have tried to be the nice guy.
Yeah.
And I've decided that Alice Cooper is right. And it's no more Mr. Nice Guy out of me. No more. I remember hearing this when I was 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. No more Mr. Clean. No more Mr. I'm going to be there for everybody else. I'm going to do people a favor. You know why? Because it doesn't pay off. Here's what happened last Sunday.
Because you had a bad week the week before last, and you were lamenting about that.
I was. And look, I don't want to be the complainer of all bad things that happened to me, but last week we left here.
Yeah.
We went over to the church where I'm a proclaimer of the good news of God, right? Not that should get you anything, but it's just, I'm holding steady.
Purportedly.
I pull up to work for our Sunday night gathering. I drop you off at the corner.
Yeah.
Why do I drop you off at the corner? Because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want you to have to climb out in the snowbank.
Thank you.
So I pull up to the corner, and then I start backing up now. So I'm going to park, parallel park along 46th Street there. And I'm backing up, and I think, oh, don't park right near the corner because that's difficult for people to get around. Then I back up a little further, and I say to myself, well, you know what? Maybe people are going to be coming, and they're going to want to access their house right here. I should back up to the space between the house and the Brugers. So then I back up a little further, and I think, yeah, you know what? Maybe I should back up a little more so that the alley's free. So I kind of back all the way to the last spot that one could parallel park in. Now, I mean, I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm not thinking anything of it. I park there. I get out. I go in. About 8:15 that night, someone comes inside the building and says, there was a hit-and-run accident out there on 46th, and someone's Acura Legend is completely destroyed. Whose Acura Legend?
Oh.
My luxury vehicle.
My heart sunk for you when I heard that.
1995 luxury vehicle that I have parked out there.
And you've owned for how long?
I've had it since the summer, since August. Destroyed in a hit-and-run accident.
It was massive damage.
I mean, I went out there, and there were parts everywhere.
Carnage.
The police say we got a license plate, but there's no data connected to the license plate. She drove off.
Because a couple people from the church kind of saw a little bit of what happened.
Oh, somebody was walking by. They see this person just careen into my car, explode, send my car launching into the car in front of it, and my car's destroyed. Front and back.
Yeah.
Just
accordion, yeah.
Just destroyed. Drove off. Now, they found the person.
They did.
And so she's having a worse week than I am. But
yeah.
So it wasn't a good week, right? I have to get into all that. I have to sort of get into, how many, and then I realize somebody hits the front of our van too. Now I got to take the van in. It's got to be repaired. And then I have these rental properties. And what happens at one of my rental properties?
What's that, Doug?
Somebody broke in and stole my tools in a vacant apartment. Yeah. And then more bad news in that business. I've just had there's been a disturbance in the force.
Yeah.
Hasn't been the greatest week. So I've realized, you know what? All this Mr. Nice Guy thing, I'm not doing that anymore.
Okay.
I'm gonna start looking out for number one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start walking down the street, and I'm gonna say to people, it's time for number one.
So instead of a hopeful optimist, you're an ambivalent.
I'm not ambivalent. I'm looking around for what can I grab?
Oh my!
What can I get my hands on?
Oh, Doug, you've gone to the dark side.
Well, you know what else is a guy to do? What else is a guy to do? I give somebody a break on the rent. What do? They move out on me. I say it's okay if you're a little late this month. Don't worry about it. I show up over there 2 weeks later.
Yep.
Ditched out on me. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Nope.
I'm coming. I'm gonna look him right in the eye. Give me my money right now. I want it all. I want it all, and I want it right now. No flex. No more Mr. Flex. I don't know how that's going to work for me because, we try to find the harmonic resonance of that which is good, but after a couple of cold, hard weeks, I've decided I'm going all Martin Sheen.
You mean Charlie
Sheen. I'm going all Charlie Sheen.
Martin Sheen would be a good thing.
Martin Sheen would be a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm going all Charlie Sheen on this thing. No more Mr. Nice. I'm just, I'm going to be sticking it out.
Let that tiger blood flow, baby.
Oh, baby. I'm going to be like I was raised by a tiger mama.
Yeah.
So look out, world.
Okay.
When you come, hey, today the show is full of a lot of beautiful conversation. John White is going to be joining us. John has written a great blog article on what's going on in Wisconsin.
Sure.
He is a cartoonist, and he is a historian of American constitutionalism.
Yeah. He was he was also a colonist in the 1500s.
A different John White. Yes,
Yeah.
he was a colonist in the 1500s. So he's going to be with us. We're going to talk a little bit about the Pope. We're going to be talking a little bit about this start of Lent that's going on. We got a great Cripes come on, and Craig Goodwin. Craig Goodwin, who's written a book called The Year of Plenty.
Yeah.
You know what this guy decides to do? He decides that he and his whole family can live off whatever they can grow in their yard and they can find locally out there in Seattle.
Fantastic.
I think Portland. I think he's in Portland. And they put this whole thing together. They live for an entire year.
Yeah.
He's written a book about it, and he's going to tell us how it's possible.
Yeah.
Because maybe that's what I need.
Yearofplenty.org.
Maybe instead of being a mean guy, maybe what I should do is just sort of get back to the land.
Maybe. Reconnect with the earth.
We're going to talk about this big debate's blown up all over the internet about heaven and hell. So we're going to talk about that. And then, of course, the Right On. So stick with us. You're going to get it all. You're going to feel your little afternoon delights coming to you. And I don't even think by second segment I can hold on to the mean guy.
It's just not in you.
It's just not in me. I just can't bring myself to do it. So we're going to be back, and let's talk about the start of Lent. I'll explain to you, if you don't know the whole Christian story, we'll explain to you how this all works here on Doug Pagitt Radio after the break.
Hi, this is Dr. David Stussy from the Big Brain Radio Show. Hey, if you haven't listened to the Big Brain Radio Show, the Big Brain Radio Show